Epitaph, with a cappella vocals by Greg Lake. As I assume most people now know, this year is the 50th anniversary of the recording of Epitaph and all the other songs on In the Court of the Crimson King. Hence, of course, this 50 series, of which this is number 30, only another 20 to go. The anniversary also means that we're working on a new box set of In the Court of the Crimson King, which has in turn inevitably led us to revisit all the studio recordings from Wessex Studios in 1969. And there are treasures to be found. A few weeks ago, over breakfast, I was discussing with Robert Fripp the first aborted attempt to make the album using the producer Tony Clark, who produced The Moody Blues. Robert described a long and painful session recording I Talk to the Wind, where Tony had insisted that he strum his guitar all the way through the song, and then again, and then again. A few days later, listening to the multi-track recordings, I found a recording of a guitar strumming all the way through I Talk to the Wind, and then another, and then another. And alongside it, an unfinished version of Epitaph, also presumably produced by Tony Clark. We can make three of a perfect pair by adding Tony Clark's aborted recording of 21st Century Schizoid Man, which we already knew we had in the archives, now playing in the background. So what from these recordings might we use for this anniversary series? Over the last year or so, several a cappella versions of Epitaph have surfaced online, all illegal, of course. Most have used computer software to try to isolate the voice, but one in particular was so good that it must have come from the original tapes, which, except for use by an inner core of people, should never have left our vaults. So if heads on spikes are spotted in the coming weeks, you now all know the reason why. But it did make me think that it would be fun to make an official a cappella version. It's a tribute to the extraordinary power and presence of Greg Lake's voice and the prescience of Peter Simfield's lyrics. So here it is, Epitaph, with a cappella vocals by Greg Lake.
The wall on which the prophets wrote is cracking at the seams. Upon the instruments of death the sunlight brightly gleams. When every man is torn apart with nightmares and with dreams, will no one lay the laurel wreath when silence drowns the screams? Confusion will be my epitaph as I crawl a cracked and broken path. If we make it, we can all sit back and laugh. But I fear tomorrow I'll be crying. Yes, I fear tomorrow I'll be crying. Yes, I fear tomorrow I'll be crying. Between the iron gates of fate, the seeds of time were sown and watered by the deeds of those who know and who are are known. Knowledge is a deadly friend if no one sets the rules. The fate of all mankind, I see, is in the hands of fools. Confusion will be my epitaph as I crawl a cracked and broken path. If we make it, we can all sit back and laugh. But I fear tomorrow I'll be crying. Yes, I fear tomorrow I'll be crying. Yes, I fear tomorrow I'll be crying. 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 Yes, I fear tomorrow I'll be crying. Yes, I fear tomorrow I'll be crying. Yes, I fear tomorrow I'll be crying. Crying.